Hi, my name is Timo Elliott and I'm an innovation evangelist for SAP. I'm here at the show floor of the SAPPHIRE NOW SAP User Conference. I'm here with Mike Flannagan. Mike, what is your role?
It's not as cool as innovation evangelist. I love that title. I'm Senior Vice President of Products for SAP Leonardo.
Now that's a pretty cool title. So you have to explain now, we just launched SAP Leonardo. What is it and why should somebody watching care?
It's a system for digital innovation. How do you like that?
So, okay, so it's a system. What's a system compared to a product or a platform?
It's a great question. So, a product is a thing, a discrete thing. A system is really about making many things work together in concert so that they deliver value together.
Okay, so what are the parts of the system?
Well, it's very easy to think about the technology elements as the parts. So machine learning and blockchain and analytics and IoT. The thing to remember is it's not about innovation around a bunch of technology buzzwords. It's about innovation around business problems and actually solving business problems.
So this is not just a bundle of new sounding products.
I certainly hope not. The idea of SAP Leonardo is to take a very discrete business problem, deeply understand the problem through design thinking, prototype a solution so that you can make sure that the user community that it's going to be delivered to says, yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Put a very firm business case around it so that it's clear it'll deliver business value. Put a technology blueprint together to make sure that it's very clear what it takes, not just to innovate in a sandbox, but to really scale that innovation across the entire company so that it can deliver business value, represent that again in the business case, and then you bring the technology that's required to do that. But again, it's not about the technology, it's about making sure that you solve that business problem.
So it's a series of steps to help people with digital innovation. And why is it a series of steps and not a product? Why do you have to do it that way?
Well, I think it takes a number of products if you're talking about total business model transformation. If you want to go from selling blazers to selling blazers as a service, that doesn't just take one technology. That takes changing lots of things across your entire business. But it also means that you have to think very carefully about whether you bring all those technology elements together. Do they give you good business value or not? If not, it's a bunch of wasted money on technology.
Right, and that's one of the big differences around digital transformation is that it's about changing business models. It has to be more agile, flexible, iterative. Now, you mentioned design thinking, so I'm sure many of our customers have already talked about it because we've been doing it for a number of years now, but maybe just give us a little bit background of what it is and, again, what is the role of it in SAP Leonardo?
For a soundbite, design thinking is about not being problem-oriented, but being solution-oriented. So thinking about the desired end state, where do you need to be? And when you talk about business transformation, whether it's business model or business process change, it's not about where you are now and the problems that where you are now is creating. It's about where do you need to end up, where do you need to be in order to deliver what your customers are looking for. And if you start with that solution orientation, and then you really go from there, you make sure that where you end up is where you needed to end up, not where a journey of technology took you.
So how does design thinking actually work? What do I do?
So design thinking is pretty simple. In fact, we have a whole design thinking workshop over here. We can go see after and do a little design thinking, but it's really about saying, where do you want to end up? And then let's talk about how we get from here to there. What are the steps along that transformation journey? And I think in the end, it's about making sure that your users get exactly what they need, your customers, your workforce, whoever you're transforming for, really gets what they need in order to do things that transform the business process or the business model, whether that's, I want to interact differently with applications using a chatbot. That's a technology solution, but what's the problem? The problem that I'm trying to solve is making my employees more productive by helping them find what they need in my application faster. Okay, let's start there, and then let's talk about what technologies might come into play.
And I know from talking to customers that one of the biggest problems they're wrestling with is there's so much great new technology that they don't really know where to start. So presumably design thinking is a big important part of finding the right problem that these solutions could best fit with. And there's accelerators as part of SAP Leonardo. How does that work?
So the accelerators are actually the product. If you look at what is new that SAP is selling, it's the accelerators. And what the accelerators do is take something that was a 100% solution for a customer. Maybe it was somebody who was trying to figure out how to sensor enable a car and a fleet of cars so that they could do predictive maintenance. Solving that problem for one customer became a very specific solution for them. Integration with their back-end systems, the things that they needed to solve, their cost model, their profit model. You can generalize, though, 70 or 80% of that and go apply it to a number of other customers. Design thinking is how you take that 70 or 80% solution and help tailor it back to each customer.
Okay, now our background is in analytics. How does analytics figure in the SAP Leonardo portfolio? Are all of the existing analytics products suddenly part of this thing, or how does it work?
Well, so every accelerator will have a number of technology elements to it based on the specific business problem, the specific business case, and there are a number of them that we've rolled out here at Sapphire this week for which there's a very well understood business problem and a very well understood methodology to solve for that. And with that, a very specific set of technologies that need to come together in a tightly integrated way to deliver the solution, to deliver the business results. Analytics is, for almost all of the accelerators, a technology element, so some or multiple analytics products will be part of those accelerators, along with things like machine learning, blockchain, IoT.
All right, and of course I assume that data really is at the heart of all of these new products accelerators. It really is the heart of new digital business models. So what are the next steps? If somebody's interested in SAP Leonardo, what should they do?
Well, obviously they can, if they're here at Sapphire Now, can come talk to us in our Leonardo Expert Bar, or if not, reach out to your SAP account executive and ask whether or not there's an accelerator that's a good fit for a business problem you're having. If there is an accelerator that's a good fit for a current business problem, that's great, and we believe that we can accelerate the time from problem identification to solution ready to implement by more than 50% with our accelerators. If there's not already a prepackaged accelerator for the business problem you're having, we can still go through a process of design thinking and prototyping, business case development, and the technology blueprint. Just may take a little bit longer than our accelerators.
And before I let you go, let's look a little bit more to the future. The next big wave of technology coming is things like artificial intelligence. How will artificial intelligence impact SAP Leonardo?
Well, I think one of the things that I love most about Leonardo is that it's not just a collection of technologies. It is about solving business problems, and there's a recognition in the way that it was developed and designed that over time the technologies that you're using to innovate around business process and business model change will have to be an evolutionary process. New technologies will come to market and they will help with business transformation. Those will then become part of the process of Leonardo, and we'll think about how they can help with the rest of the components to deliver true transformation for customers around business models and business process.
Fantastic. And final question, how have you found Sapphire?
Overwhelming, but lots of fun. We can't get a shot of the whole show floor here, but there's so much going on. There's so many partners doing cool things, and so many SAP presentations, new product launches are everywhere. It's a really exciting week.
It is an incredibly exciting time. Thank you very much for your time, and best of luck with Leonardo.
Thanks.